Hello, 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 hello.
Hello. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, 7 p.m. And it's time to rock. Time to get on that note. Yup. Letting y'all peoples come on in. Come on
in and join us. Happy Thursday. Ready for the weekend. You ready for the weekend?
I'm ready for the weekend.
I'm ready for the weekend too.
Where's my
Hope
pen?
you all have had a great and blessed week. Again, go and follow. If you haven't already, go and follow our Facebook page On That Note with Twane and Tiff. Also, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which the link is also on the live as well for our YouTube channel. So please go and like, share, and follow us on all social media platforms. All platforms are On That Note with Twane and Tiff. So please go and like and follow our social media pages. Also share this live. Again, we welcome your feedback and your suggestions and your thoughts. So please. This is interactive, so we want to hear from you.
Yep. Come on in. Join us. Like you said, it's interactive. We love to hear your opinions. Request to come on live with us. Let's discuss these topics, these hot topics. See what's going on in the world. See what's going on around us. See what's going on in these schools and communities and governments and whatever the hot topic is. So, hey, again, you on this live, Facebook Live with us. This is On the Note with Twane.
And I'm Tiff.
As usual, we're here every Thursday at 7 p.m. We coming to bring you the most recent and current hot topics. Some may be not hot topics in social media. Some just may be some great discussion topics that you want to either discuss or we've received requests to discuss. So hey, like, share, join, send it out so people can join us. Let's get this thing rolling. So I know first thing we want to discuss is last week we discussed the Carly Russell case. So we want to kind of touch on that before we get into our discussion. So the most recent update that I saw was basically she was found guilty. She went ahead and confessed, which we already knew that, but
yeah, we already knew. We were just waiting on her.
Yeah, it was too many signs. The kidnappers fed her own crackers, stuff like that. Them signs that
Yeah, we didn't see a baby in the video.
Yeah,
and I mean once they had the press conference and they kind of put her out there.
Yeah.
With all the online information that she had been looking up. I mean, it was a given. We were just really waiting on her to actually go ahead and speak to the police and confess it, or for them to actually confirm what they already knew. So, I mean, the good thing is, I'm glad that she went ahead and owned it. And I'm sure that wasn't easy. I mean, you're dealing with, you're embarrassed. And you're embarrassed like the whole nation sees this. And I mean, we don't know what kind of mind state she was in or what led her to do this, but I'm glad that she came forward and actually admitted to what was going on.
Yeah.
And so I know that was difficult to do. So
yeah, that pressure, that pressure was on her.
Yeah, the pressure was on her. And then I mean, social media is eating her up right now.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, I can only speak off of what's been shared. I don't know. So I don't know if she was in some type of weird mental headspace. I don't know. So definitely no judgment.
Right.
For sure. Never any judgment. But I'm glad that she came forward. And I just hope that this does not cause an issue for minorities going forward, because a lot of times, like I said last week, a lot of times there's people that get kidnapped all the time, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's not something to brag about, but unfortunately that's the world we live in. And so we have people that they get kidnapped all the time. And so for this particular case to go national the way that it did and it not be true, I just hope that, yeah, and I hope that, the law enforcement will continue to take these things seriously, because I did see, it might have been on TikTok or somewhere, but I did see where there was also like this challenge going on.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, it was like a challenge or something. It was some kids that were like acting like somebody had gotten kidnapped or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, now this is about to get a little crazy, because now you're gonna have people
that's not good
pretending they were doing some kind of challenge, but it was all a joke.
That's not good.
But I'm just hoping that people will be careful about things like this, that they won't take this as a joke, and they won't, be making up things like this, because people actually are getting kidnapped, unfortunately, on a daily basis. Some you don't even hear from them again. And then I just seen where some little girl, and I can't remember if it was in Arizona or where it was, but she'd been kidnapped like back in 2020 maybe, and she just walked into the police station like a few days ago. And so this is real. Like, people are actually, losing their loved ones and not knowing where they're going. And so I just hope that people won't make a mockery of it, because it is serious. And I hate that she took the route that she did. I'm sure she didn't expect it to have the exposure that it has. I'm sure she wasn't expecting it to blow up the way that it did. But it blew up. And I just hope that she gets the help that she needs. And I hope that she's able to come out on the other side of it. They haven't discussed any type of charges or anything being brought against her at this moment. However, I'm sure there will be some type of repercussions for, her actions. And so I just hope that she's able to,
give some mercy on her, because
I
think she didn't know it was gonna go this far.
Yeah, I don't think
it did. I don't even think her parents knew. I don't think her parents knew what happened until it all happened. And then they tried to play along with it to protect their daughter. But at the same time, it's like, I think, just my opinion, I feel like that mom and dad was like, hey, look, you done got us involved. You done lost your job. This putting us in jeopardy. You either go have to come clean, or we gonna have to tell the truth. So I think when she made her statement and said nobody else was involved, it was strictly me, I think she purposely did that so she can keep
clear
other people
everybody else up.
But hey.
So I hope she just, I hope she gets some help, and I hope they do show a little bit of grace. I don't think she been in any kind of trouble prior to all of this happening. And so I hope they give her a little bit of grace, but I'm sure there's going to be some type of punishment for her actions. And rightfully so. I don't think that she should just, get off.
No, you're not going to get a slap on the hand.
Because this caused a lot of
She
drama.
had a GoFundMe.
She had a GoFundMe?
And I forgot exactly the dollar amount, but it was up there. And and they said that, hey, nobody can get a refund from it. So it's like, this stuff can get.
So did they say what they were going to do with that money?
No, they didn't say what they were going to do, but they do with it, but they're not refunding nobody.
Ooh.
So if you donate it, you just donate.
You just lost it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to take that money, because depending upon who actually set the GoFundMe up, like, are they going to donate it to...
I don't know.
I think they should donate it to some type of foundation where it helps with children that are being kidnapped.
Totally agree.
Something like that.
Totally agree.
I think they should really do something good with that money, because it came from a good place that people were donating the money.
I agree.
And so I hope that they will do something good with it instead of just blowing it, because it's hard to find people to actually want to help.
Right on.
And so I hope that they'll do something. I hope something good will at least come out of that. Even though, you know, and I know that the company or the business that she was working for, I think it's been a negative impact on them as well. And they fired her from the business the spa that she was working for. And so, because it's attracted so much negative attention. Yeah. So, I just hope she gets some closure. I hope she's able to go through what she has to go through and get on the other side of this. Because right now, it's everywhere. But as all things, it's just a season. Seasons change. So, hopefully she'll, you know.
Yeah, she definitely got to get some help.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, before we jump into our, like I said, our discussion, our topics, if y'all got any opinions or y'all concerns or any thoughts on that Carly Russell case, you can put them in the comments. You can also request to come on live and voice your opinion on that situation. We would love to hear it. Again, we are not experts. We ain't been to school to be experts. We're not counselors. We're not professionals. We are people that's here to listen to you. You listen to us. We all have our opinions and just, you know, have fun.
We just Twane and Tiff.
Just Twane and Tiff. All day. So, you know. Yeah. But hey, this is the I think this is a great topic that we'll be discussing tonight. The actual topic is, first was infidelity, then came a baby. Ooh. Say, do you know somebody that's been in a relationship with someone and the significant other, be it a female or male, then has had a baby while they're in a relationship with someone, had an outside baby from somebody? Ooh. What happens? Like, do you stay in a relationship? Do you get out of a relationship? Because you lose a lot of trust.
You lose everything.
So how do you regain that trust? The way Texas say first is so funny. Hey, you know we country out here.
Hey, Javon. Hey, Tamika.
What's up? What's up?
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Thanks for joining, man. We really appreciate it. Share. But yeah, so tonight's discussion is bum. Like, I know people.
I do too.
I know people that this has happened to.
Me too.
And if they come on, great. If they decide to speak their voice and ask questions, great. But if not, hey, some people don't want you to know their business. Right. So, you know, I don't know how that'll go. Yeah. But me and Tiff, we were talking about it. So, look.
I just think it's I don't know. I have not been in that walk before, so I can't say how I would feel for certain. But I feel like I would be like, okay, I'm out. Like, if you stepped out on me, it's one thing to step out on a person. But then there's a whole other person that's created by you deciding to step out on me. I don't think that I am the woman that could hang in there. I don't think I could hang in there with you on that, because it would be very difficult to, and I'm gonna be all the way real. You know how I am. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It would be very, very difficult to be able to move forward.
Tamika, for real.
And not, you know, I just don't think I could do it. I would never trust you again. But I would be hurt by, one, the action of you actually doing that. But then to be irresponsible and have a child on top of that, that would be too much for me. Yeah. I don't think I could do it. But I do know women that have. I don't know how they do it, but I couldn't. I think it would be hard for me to accept a child. And you know how I love kids. Yeah. Like, and kids are completely innocent. But it would be hard for me to continue on in a marriage or a relationship and even if you end things with the woman, there's still a child involved. And now I have to love and treat this child like it's my own. That would be very, very hard for me to do. Yeah. And I think it takes a certain type of woman to be able to do that. I don't think I'm that woman, though. I don't think I could do it. And I love kids, but I just don't think I could.
So let me look. So Tamika said it's the old school way. Our elders have so many secrets you could be dating your cousin. Man.
Say that again.
It's the old school way. Our elders have so many secrets you could be dating your cousin. Ooh. Which is totally true. Yes. Especially if you're in a small town.
Like where I'm from.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with that. Jay said, "Nah, being in love covers multitude." Mm-hmm. I don't know about covering that.
Well,
man, I think the only reason you'd walk is if y'all was already almost done. It will be difficult, but I think the love would aid in transition. I see that.
I do too.
I do see that.
I've seen it.
So I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But me personally,
yeah.
I don't think I would be able to do it.
So if I stepped out on you and got pregnant by someone, you don't think you could move past it? I think it would be harder for a man to accept a woman.
Yeah, remember we discussed this previously about men are more physical, right? Women are more emotional. So with a man, if my wife was to step out and men are more physical, meaning in my mindset, I'm knowing that another man has had my woman and we're territorial.
Yes.
We're alphas. Like, I'm going to always think about it. It's going to crush me. Like, and then you got a child, and more than likely, that child is going to be with the mom. You know what I'm saying? So, if she even bring the child home, I'm not going to be distant with the child because it's not the child's fault. But that'll be, like, I'll be upset. I'll be irritated. Yeah. I know I would.
Yeah, for sure.
So I probably wouldn't. I don't think I'll be able to stay.
Well, coming from a man, probably not. But women, we more, we might blow up in the beginning stage and we're hurt. Give us some time to process and then maybe we can circle back to it. That's why I say I don't know how I would react because I've never been in that situation. Yeah. I know women that have been in that situation and they've stayed. It took them some time to, to build up to it, and they're heavily involved with the children, and the kids call her mom, and so, and even me, no judgment, I just be like, wow, how do you do it? Because I know that had to be hard, but then it wasn't done once, it was done twice.
Right.
And I'm just, how does that work when, okay, I let you make it the first time. We have a moment, whatever caused the moment, I don't know. We're not pointing a finger. But it happened one time. I can get past that. But how does that work when it happens a second time?
I got to hear from women because as a man, I got to hear from men too, but as a man, like I've seen women hang in there before a man. No. So Candace said, I used to feel that way. Hold on. I used to feel that way. After time has passed, you can forgive and love the kid because it's a part of someone you love. But it would take years to recover. Yeah, totally agree.
You definitely have to have an open mind because if you choose to forgive a person, it's not something that you can kind of, every time you have a disagreement or whatever, you can't always bring that up. Book.
Been there. I'm out. Divorce. Filed. Say, you got some like that. You got some women like that. For real. That's a tough cookie.
Right. So, it's like, okay.
James, what's up, brother?
Oh, we got a question. Stephanie. What if your mate won't let you meet the kid's parents?
It's something, they hiding something.
Yeah. I feel like if I can't meet, okay, if you have a child on me and you're done, right? You're done with the woman, but we gonna deal what we gotta deal with the kids, however many it is. and I can't meet the child's mom, oh, we got a problem.
Yeah, it's something.
We got a problem because why can't I? Why can't I meet your kid's mother? If I'm gonna be in their life, right? They're gonna be around me. Why can't I meet your kids?
I think it's only a few reasons.
Yeah, you're still involved with them.
Right. I think it's only a few reasons. One, and this is just my honest opinion, y'all need to chime in.
It's some truth not being told.
Y'all chime in. I think that one, they still involved with each other. Two, that baby mama is drama filled. Like, she gonna bring some drama.
That's still not a good enough reason, though.
You wouldn't say it's enough reason.
No.
But on my end, you ain't about to meet her because she's stupid.
But you rather deal with me having an issue with you just because she filled with drama?
Yeah, I'd rather deal with you.
No, because then that's going to make me tell
you. That's going to be double trouble.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, because as a woman, and I'm willing to ride this out with you, and you trying to shield whatever you trying to shield, because of what happened, I'm instantly going to have a wall up and I'm going to feel like you lying. Even if you coming from a good place. I'm not going to ride with you on that. Even if you feel like I'm doing this as a protection of you because I know she going to come with all the extra, I still wouldn't.
So in my case, like, go back to her questions. What are the consequences? Tamika said, what is the consequences? As a man, it ain't gonna be no second time. It ain't gonna be once you do it that first time, you pretty much we done. Sorry.
Yeah.
I know people say it ain't no deal breakers. That's a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry.
It would be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
It would be because if I could get past, I feel like I could get past the infidelity piece. That I'm like, okay, it happened. We're going to work past that. But when the child comes into play, I think for me personally, that would be a bit much for me.
Yeah.
Because I would feel like you had no regard for me whatsoever. Like you didn't think about me at all. It's one thing to step out on me, but then to not be careful and protect yourself from a child or bringing home something.
Yeah.
I can't let you make it with that. But in the event that I did, and I can't meet the child's mom, we don't have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
Because you hiding something, even if you wasn't hiding something. But
so
because
it make it look like you hiding something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to understand, if I am willing to roll with you on this, okay, then you got to do what you got to do to make me comfortable.
Totally agree.
And if you're not doing that, we don't have nothing else. I shouldn't be the one that's making the exceptions for the mistake that you made.
Totally agree.
So if I tell you, hey, I need to talk to her, I need to meet her, we need to do this, you need to do it.
Yeah, just because you need to do that to build your trust back.
Right. And if you're
agree.
not doing that, then you making me think something.
Yeah.
You put me right back over here.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So Crystal says, first time we calling it a mistake. Second time you making a fool out of me.
Absolutely.
Totally agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Secrets and lies. Mm-hmm. He still messing with baby mama.
Yeah. What did I say?
Yeah.
Still, it's still something going on. Why are you protecting her? Why do you feel like you got to protect her and not your wife?
One night
or
stands.
Your girlfriend or whoever you want.
One night stands are one thing, but getting to know someone well enough to have a kid is tricky. Ooh. Yeah. Totally agree with that, bro.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that one.
What you want to say?
Let's see. As a man, that's when he would really be player and cause both women to line up. The woman both still love him and will listen if he plays it right. Player move.
Javon.
Hey.
Javon.
Sorry. That's definitely a player move.
He would have to be.
Yeah.
He would have to be. But let me ask you this. So what if it wasn't a marriage? What if you was just dating a man? Not a marriage, and you was just dating a man, and he stepped out on you. Your boyfriend stepped out on you, or girlfriend, whatever. So your boyfriend stepped out on you and got another woman pregnant. Y'all not married. Y'all just dating. And that happened.
I would say...
Is it the same consequences as in a marriage? Would you expect him to introduce you to the kid's mom and you not married?
That's a different level.
It is.
It's a different level, but it depends on the circumstances. If we not married, say for instance we broke up, and in between the time that we broke up, that happened. Then we get back together, and then you find out that you got a baby on the way. That's different. I would probably hang in there. Probably not. But if we was committed to each other and we was in a definite relationship to where it wasn't no issues, it wasn't no problems outside, you just tiptoed out, I'm going to treat it just like we married, to me. Because we dedicated to each other. And if you step out, that was, you cheating.
Right, I agree.
So, especially, and it's easier, to me, it's easier to break up. If we not married, you gotta go. I'm kicking rocks.
Absolutely. If y'all want to come on live, just send us an invite and we'll add you on. So how would it be if, say, like I said, you're not married, you're just dating, and in that situation, a man does not want the girlfriend to meet the kid's mom? Is it right then?
If you're not married.
If you're not married and you have a child with another woman and you're not married, you're just dating. And the man's like, okay, even though the girlfriend is saying, hey, I'm going to, it happened, whatever, we're going to stick it out. But I want to meet your kid's mom. And the man says no because they're not married. Is that fair?
Is that his reason he said no?
No, that's not necessarily the reason.
No, that's not fair.
But do you feel like because they're not married, he may look at the situation like, okay, I'm not married to you, so you may or may not be in my child's life. I really don't have to connect that.
It depends on how committed we are. If we both have a vision or a future together, that's already in discussion probably. So if we have a future together that we plan on sticking this thing out and getting married possibly, then yeah, I think you should introduce that. Introduce the woman. But if we, if it's a casual dating and stuff, nah, maybe later.
Yeah.
But right now, no. Nah.
You feel like you hold the cards to that.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to introduce you. I ain't going to say it was a mistake because clearly me and this person had a kid together. So I'm going to say I ain't ready for that.
Okay.
I'm not going to introduce that.
Okay. I can see your point, but as a woman, I'd be like,
Yeah.
no. But I can see why you would say no, not right now at this time or whatnot. But I just feel like when you cross those lines in that type of situation, regardless if you're just casually dating or not, I still need to feel some type of importance in your life.
True. So Stephanie says, how later? How much later? It depends on the relationship.
3 years
I can't
later?
really say.
Oh, no.
No, 3 years later, that little baby got old.
For real. They on their way to kindergarten.
Yeah.
No.
So I can't really put a time stamp or a time frame on it. It depends on our relationship. It depends
on what works for you, I think.
Yeah, it depends on. To me, it depends on.
How long you willing to wait?
I wouldn't put a time frame on it. I would say it depends on our relationship. How deep is our relationship?
Coming from a man's point of view,
right?
But
how
as a
deep
woman,
is our relationship? Yeah.
When I get tired and you not doing what I feel like you need to do, then Tiffany got to make a decision for Tiffany.
Right. That goes back to what Tamika said. She said the value of self is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
How long you been dating? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all depends on how long you been dating, how committed the relationship is.
Because if it's past a year, it ain't casual anymore. If you ask me.
True. Especially this time of life.
Right, no.
Everything is so rushed.
If you've been dating for more than a year, that's not casual dating. That's a relationship.
Tamika says, have an open conversation. Express your desire to understand why he doesn't want you to meet his child's mother. Ask for clarification on his concerns or reservations. Totally agree. Totally agree. And is that man a man that's open to communicate?
Right.
If he a man that y'all don't have open communication type relationship, you won't get it out of him. He gonna tell you what he wants you to hear.
And see, that's not gonna work.
That's it. Yeah.
Because I feel like if you're the one that's actually stepped out, or you're the one that made the mistake, you don't have any cards in your hand. You can't hold cards.
Right.
I hold the cards. So I'm going to show you how you need to handle me. And I'm going to show you what I'm willing to accept and what I'm not willing to accept. At that point, whether we're in a relationship, married, or whatever, that was a decision that you made. These are the consequences that the two of us have to accept.
Mm-hmm.
So I hold the cards. I'm going to show you how to handle me. And when I feel like you're not handling Tiffany the way Tiffany needs to be handled, then Tiffany has to make the decision. Because you only going to do what I let you do.
Right. Yes.
So
that is totally true. And that can go both ways. And we discussed this before. Like, I'm only going to do what you allow me to do. Mm-hmm. That's why our relationship can go in cycles. So as long as I know that I can say a certain thing to you to keep you hanging on, to keep you around, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what you allow me to do. Let's see, discuss your role. Talk about what role you would like to have in the child's life if your relationship progresses further. Share your intentions and discuss how this might impact everyone involved.
Right.
Man,
I agree.
Totally agree with that.
Because if it's not something that's necessarily serious and it is just a casual thing, then you don't know how long you're going to be in this person's life anyway. So do you actually feel like you need to meet the child's mom or the child? Yeah. If you're not actually in a committed relationship where you feel like you're going to be there for a long time. If this is just a little fly-by-night kind of thing, then no. Because you don't want to confuse the child. You don't want to have, you know what I'm saying? You don't want, I think that would be a bit much.
Yeah.
I think that you should just kind of take the time out to really see where this is going. Like she said, I think that, if we're just having fun, then no. Because at the end of the day, the child suffers once they get comfortable. You have to think of the child above everyone.
Yeah.
So.
Totally agree. Yvonne says, still, as a woman, you have to be careful with that. I hold the cards. If a man feels scolded, you still won't really get the best me you want. True.
I agree.
Still lead with grace. If you want that man to still be honest and respect you. Totally agree.
I agree.
Totally agree with that.
It wouldn't be a situation where I would throw it in your face.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if that were the case, then you not necessarily have to humble down and do what I'm telling you to do. However, like I said before, I feel like you need to make an effort to make me comfortable in the situation. So true. I feel like when I say I hold the cards, I feel like you kind of gotta cater to me a little bit because this was a situation that you put us in. Not saying that you just cower down and do everything that I'm saying to do, because you can't do that. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, if you are the cause of it, then I feel like you have to respect my feelings about it.
Yeah. If
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So I have a few questions that people sent in. Let's see.
Tanisha said, get out while you have a chance if you're not married.
Sure, for real.
Candace Phillips says, correct, I'm all the way involved because now if we have a new child, if I can't meet the mama, then there's no longer an us. Yeah.
Totally agree with that. Let's see. Oh, the first question was, do they have kids together?
Meaning a couple. Like the couple. You and I. Like if me and you had couple,
right.
Kids
together. Do the kid... So if we had a kid together, or if y'all had a kid together, and he stepped out, basically, how would you treat the situation? Ooh. If y'all had a kid together already, and they stepped out and had another kid? That's a tough one. Because sometimes you can't... I've always said, I never want to stay in a relationship just for the kid. If this is going to be a lot of drama, and this is going to put my kid in a bad headspace with what we got going on, I may dip out and just call it quits. And that's twofold. That's one, if we married, I don't know. That's a tough one.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one to say.
Because you have to explain to the... well, not necessarily explain everything. I guess. Depends.
Depends on how
I mean,
old
like
that child
with our
is.
kids,
Yeah.
we would have to explain
Yeah.
it. Because they some smart little...
Yeah.
they smart. Even a 9-year-old, she know, like, you know, you would have to talk... you would have to... unfortunately, you would have to have the uncomfortable conversation with your children.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be easy, but it would have to be. It's necessary.
I remember one time we was playing a joke on Sky.
Oh yeah.
What was we going?
I don't know.
I was going somewhere, and Tiff was going with me, and Skylar said, I think she asked me.
She didn't know I was going with you, though.
I think she asked me where I was going or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said...
you said, I'm going to see my other woman. Or my girlfriend or something like that, you said.
And listen, this girl flipped. I didn't even know. Because I was joking. I didn't know. But she went in the bathroom with her mom.
Yeah. She came running in and told me that you was going to see another woman. You was cheating on me.
Yeah.
And I said, what? I just act like I was so upset. I was like, if he going to see a woman, I'm going to. And I just stormed out of the house and
we ended up leaving. And the other kids called us and was like, what did y'all do to Sky? And blah, blah, blah. And we're like, what? Sky was in her crying, bawling.
She was so upset. I felt so bad.
Yeah, she thought me and mom was getting a divorce.
We were bad parents that day.
Yeah, she was tore up. And I only brought that up to say that
it affects the kids
badly if you already have a kid involved and you step out and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. So, hey, Jameson.
What's up, brother?
What's up, push?
And y'all give us some feedback on that first question. If they had kids together, how would that
make a difference?
Yeah, would they make a difference? Are you okay with it?
Ooh.
And the continuation of that question is, are you okay with it because you're still there? So, if somebody go and step out, and we kind of touched on it a little bit, but if somebody go and step out on you, and y'all in a committed relationship, you still there. You want questions, you want answers, you want this and this and this and that. Instead of getting out of it, is it because you're okay with it? And if you're not okay with it, it's not necessarily you're okay with it, but in other words, like, how committed are you?
Oh, Javon.
What?
Javon laying it on us.
What if the cheater says, I'm in
love with both of you? Ooh. Then it sounds like somebody got a decision to make.
Yeah.
How much am I willing to gamble with my life? Am I willing to gamble with my life with you like that? Because that's taking a chance on, okay, is he really going to stay here? Or is he going to stay there? Especially when a kid is involved. Because, you know, you may feel some type of obligation to. Yeah. And okay, I need to be there.
That goes to, that even goes back into the Nick Cannon situation. Remember recently with Nick Cannon and one of his baby mamas. How she was upset.
And they said, I'm leaving.
He said,
I know you leave.
But like he got what, 9 baby mamas or however, I don't
he
even
got
know.
A lot of kids. So,
but I seen where his baby mama was, one of them got upset because he had another kid. Wasn't it? He had another kid with somebody else.
Yeah, it was on that show. He had another kid with someone else, and she didn't find out until, like, the world found out. Like, she didn't know about it. She was kind of blindsided. Right. But, I mean...
But he not committed to nothing.
I was about to say, what kind of agreement did they have in the beginning? Like...
But he hang out with him.
Yeah.
He tell him that he love him.
that
you know,
he got his own little thing
Yeah.
going on, and everybody seems to be okay with what he does.
right? And is it a money factor? Does that
Some
play
of
a
it
big
may
part?
be, some of it may not be. Oh yeah, the girl, she was on Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
She's a real estate agent.
Yeah.
I love Selling Sunset, by the way. But but yeah, I think that with them, they must have some type of something in place to where because I don't even think he's in a relationship with all these different women. I think it's just
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I think he got a website that asks who want to get pregnant by Nick Cannon. But
you know what?
Kobe, what's up, bro?
Hey, Kobe. Thanks for
Agreement
joining,
to
everyone.
cheat. Okay, here said agreement to cheat.
Well, I wouldn't.
That's an
have
open
one.
relationship.
It is an open relationship.
Yeah, that's an open relationship.
Yeah.
Agreement to cheat. It ain't even cheating.
But that's
if
what
you got an agreement, it ain't cheating.
But that's what Nick Cannon and his kids, mothers and stuff. I'm sure that's what they have because obviously he in an open relationship by himself. So if ain't nobody else, he is. Yeah. So what's the other question?
Do you know of the baby mama or baby daddy?
Oh, okay, so that's what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the role you want to play, whether or not if. But I still think that. I mean, if I'm in your life at some type of capacity and we are in an actual relationship, I think that it would only be fair. The only way I wouldn't want to meet your child is if we just hanging out. It's a casual thing, we having fun, then no. Because I'm not committed to you. But if I'm committed to you, then yeah. Because that means if I'm committed, I'm planning on being around for a while.
Yeah.
I have the expectation to be with you for... I'm just not there for the moment.
Yeah. Another question was, do you see any signs of him cheating, him or her cheating? What if you see signs of that person cheating before they even have a baby, before you even get to that step? Like, what if you see signs? What are you doing? Like, what is your reactions? Are you preparing yourself just in case something happened? Are you staying in there? Are you asking questions? Are y'all communicating? What?
Well,
how do we
not.
even get to that point?
Probably not. Well, I guess it would depend.
How do we get to the point to where he didn't have a kid on you or she didn't have a kid on you? Is the relationship failing and you just naive to not see the signs?
Not all the time, though. Not all relationships are failing and causes someone to cheat. Some
True.
people just cheat because that's what they like to do. They have a hunger for more men or more women. So you could be the perfect guy. But if I'm just that type of person where one is just not enough for me, you don't have to be doing anything. I just want something else every now and then. So it's not necessarily that the relationship is failing or something's wrong in the relationship. I just may be that type of person.
But that goes back to say signs. Like, what if you see signs of that? Mm-hmm. Then and if you see signs of it, and say for instance, I've caught him cheating before, but he didn't have a baby this time, right? Mm-hmm. But him or her did this before. You hung in there. Maybe they did it 2 times. You hung in there. So then when they have a kid on you, do you stick around again or do you run now?
You should have been
You
gone.
seen signs, but you chose to hang around.
You should have been
That
gone.
goes if you married or if you're not married. Do you hang around?
You should have been gone. You got some comments. When a woman cheats, she's emotionally checked out. Yep. And that's
not
true.
for men.
Not for men, but when a woman, like, okay, when I'm going to get out here and I'm going to do some stuff, that's because I'm pretty much done. I'm done. So now I'm just going to...
It's some cold women out there, though.
And the thing of it is, once we get emotionally checked out, you out of there, because we can go and do whatever and come home and act like
That's
nothing
what I'm saying.
happened.
Women be cold.
But you got to understand, most of the time when a woman gets to that level, it's a reaction from something. And you got to understand, it's a build-up from a lot of things. Yeah. It don't just happen overnight.
Yes and no. Because nowadays, these women out here doing worse than men.
Well, yeah, I mean...
They doing the absolute most. So, So she say, guy has 2 kids, 12 days apart. He let both moms meet, but won't let his girlfriend or fiance meet the baby mothers. Real life story.
Ooh.
He have 2 kids by 2 different baby mamas, 12 days apart. But he won't let the girlfriend / fiance meet the baby mamas. How long was they together? The girlfriend.
He let both moms meet.
Right.
Ooh.
He let them meet because they know each other probably. And if they don't know each other,
he's afraid they will put him on child support.
He afraid they won't put him on child support?
Well, I think
he a little dumb. He should have thought about that. He should have thought about that anyway.
Okay, so if he letting the 2 moms meet, what's so different than letting them meet the girlfriend or the fiance? That's the one he want to keep. I gotta keep her over
that's
here.
The one he want to keep.
That's the one I want to keep. I can't expose her.
Them
to
2
all
were
that.
just flings.
Yeah,
they didn't end up getting pregnant. He really didn't want them to get pregnant. They got pregnant and they wouldn't go get rid of their kids.
But what does that say about the woman when the girlfriend or the fiance and your man stepped out or whatever it is, he stepped out on you?
Yeah, and
that says a lot to me. Yeah. That he got 2 kids, 12 days apart. That means he wilding out.
Yeah. Oh no,
I'm running anyway.
Yeah,
I'm running.
You should be gone.
I'm running because that's scary. Definitely. That's scary to me. You put me in a situation like you're not being responsible at all. Yeah. And for you not to have not one, you got 2 kids that's literally the same age.
Unprotected
You got 2 kids the same age by 2 different women, and you got a girlfriend or a fiance. Yeah. The fiance needs to go somewhere else.
For one, he really don't care about you. If he did, he wouldn't do that.
Right.
He got love for you. Don't get me wrong.
Stringing a girlfriend, fiance along because he didn't just cheat with one woman, he cheated with 2. I agree.
Yeah. But at the same time, he really, really want this fiance. She got value.
Like he said, he want the best of both worlds.
It's like this. I told Tiff, the reason I love Tiff, another reason I love Tiff so much is because she's smart. She's well versed. Like me personally, I wouldn't date a female that's ratchet, that's kind of hood, ghetto, wild, whatever. That's just me. But I like for my women to be well versed in order for me to, be in a relationship. If I'm in a relationship. And I'm not saying that his baby mamas is like that, because they could be smart too, and they just don't know. But it's something that this fiance has a value to him. Like it can be she's educated, she's smart, she bring her own to the table, she carry her own weight, she don't give him drama. It's something that makes him want to hold on to her and not let her go. Right. I'm going to put her above everything, but at the same time, I'm going to still do what I do. Yeah. He want his cake and eat it too. But it has to be up to that woman to take a stand. To me,
you got to know your worth.
You letting your standards down.
Right. You got to know your worth. You have no standards
no more.
I'm not giving you a choice to tell me what I'm worth.
Yeah. You don't even have the boldness to tell him, hey.
Right.
Go. Do what you do.
Right.
Because at this point, he doing it anyway.
Right. And you giving him options.
Right.
So why I got to stop when you giving me a choice? You letting me do what I want to do. Why I got to stop?
I got 2 kids on you.
Right.
You still here. You still gonna take me back. And I still ain't letting you meet them. Who's to say he ain't won't go get 2 more on you?
Yeah, nobody.
How much?
I can say the right word.
Yeah.
Do the right gesture. And we right back where we started from. But as a woman, you have to know your worth. And you have to take a stance on what you willing to allow. So if you allowing it, he ain't gonna stop.
But what is he holding on to? That's what I'm saying. That's my question. Like, really not a question, but I'm holding on to something. that you have of value more than them. So it's something
okay,
about.
You want to come on live?
It's something about this fiance that has. You got something.
Mm-hmm.
You got something of value to me that I don't want to let go of. I just don't know.
No.
I just don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It can be anything. It could be you have your sex is better than them, and I don't want to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
It could be you buy me Jordans and they don't. You got money, they don't. They can be finer than you, but you still hold your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just like a fling,
you.
but it's something about you I can't let go of.
Yeah.
I need you in my life.
And that's why
I gotta have you.
That's why a woman has to know her worth.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Totally
give you the decision to put me where you want to put me. I'm gonna take care of Tiff, and Tiff want better than that. But I mean, that's like past relationships I've been in or whatever. When you said that is like, man, that's the truth. What you say?
He talking about this girl must be blowing in his butt. That could be the case too. Maybe them baby mamas don't do that, but his fiance blowing that butt, and he liked that. That could be the case.
Oh,
maybe
you got some other concerns.
Take him to a whole nother level with stuff.
You got a lot to worry about.
I don't know. I mean, nowadays some men like that. They like to toot it.
Well, I mean, hey,
and that don't mean
ain't no judgment. You do what you do that makes you happy.
To each his own. Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
But that could be a case. That could be something that he liked.
There he go. Them two.
I'm telling you. But at the same time, I feel that, and it's just my opinion, she has something of value within her that he don't want to let go of.
I agree.
I don't know what it is. It can be multiple reasons.
Stephanie said, "What is blowing in the butt?" Stephanie, no.
Her. She blowing in his butt. And he like that. And their baby mamas won't do that for him. But that fiance do. She take the freakiness to a whole nother level. And they won't. So, hey.
At the end of the day, it goes, in that type of situation, it falls back on the woman. And whatever you allow him to continue to do, he's going to continue to do it. Because there's no, like Tamika said earlier, what's the consequence? There's no consequence to him doing these things. Yeah. You're not holding him accountable for anything that he's doing. So I can keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want.
It sounds like it's all towards the men cheating. The women do this too.
Women cheat, yes, but only reason why it's geared toward the men is because of the baby situation.
Yeah. But, and then also, because men gonna be gone. We out of there. You cheat on us, we out of there. Like, you can go have you and your baby. Sorry.
There's no chance, huh?
No.
I mean, I get it. Yeah. I get it.
You a whole married or unmarried woman with a whole boyfriend. You go and cheat and have a whole baby. That means this other baby daddy go be at the hospital with you while you pushing out this little nappy.
Now that would take a different type of dude to be able to do that.
Say. I'm telling you.
But I mean the same for a woman. You think I want to be in the hospital waiting on you while you in here with your kids' mama? I don't say baby mama. I say your kids' mama. With your kids' mama waiting on her to have y'all kid and me and you married. Man, please. I'm tearing that hospital up. I'm tearing that hospital up. I'm getting put out. Okay?
Say.
In the event I'm still around.
Right.
That would take me all the way back. I had to start at 1.
But you fighting. If you at the hospital fighting and doing all this, you more than likely you will end up staying.
Man,
unless you going up there to fight to get revenge and then you leaving anyway.
Man, do you know your wife?
I know you.
I know, so I'm just saying you.
Yeah.
I'm getting put out because we finna have a problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to get put out. Somebody just come get me because I am getting in trouble on that day. And then I probably have to leave. Because even in the event something happened and I went through the whole 9 months like, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. But then when that day comes, that baby come, I'm somebody else. You don't want to mess with me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said men are more physical.
Yeah.
Men are more physical. And we gonna be thinking my wife or my girlfriend is we can't lose that vision. It's gonna constantly come up. Even if I stick around with you, anytime I think about it, it's gonna be me thinking.
For real.
It's gonna be me thinking about you being with another man. And then if you have a baby, every time this little baby cry, every time he walk by me, I'm gonna think about you being with this other dude. That's why I'm out. I can't do it.
You're right. So, hey, it just depends on the person at the end of the day and what works for you and what doesn't. So, I mean, some people can accept it and roll with it and some people can't.
Yeah. I just feel like you that's a woman that just she is allowing it to happen and she let her standards down. She compromising. She weak.
Ooh.
To me, she's a weak female because she don't have the boldness to say.
I said cheating don't work over here. It don't work over here either.
But yeah, she has no standards. Yeah. And if she do, they're not high.
Yeah. You accepting what somebody you're taking whatever somebody offers you.
Yeah. So
like again, it goes back to what Tamika said earlier, and I just said it. It's consequences. There's no consequences. I can handle you how I want to handle you. And you find out, you get mad, you might stop talking to me for a little while, but I know what to do to reel you back in. Yeah. I know the gestures. I know what to say. I know how to hang around you a little bit more for a little while just to get you comfortable again. And then I'm going back to what I'm doing. Why? Because you're not gonna stay that way. I know you enough that it's a cycle, and I already know what to do. Yeah. Because you ain't showing them nothing different. You allowing it. So a person is only gonna do what you allow them to do. At the end of the day, you're not holding him accountable. There's no consequences for what you're doing. So I don't have to change. You're not requiring me to change to be with you. I don't have to do nothing different to have you. Yeah. So
and them family photos, the fiance and 2 baby mamas,
I wouldn't be in it. I'm just saying.
Christmas.
No, I wouldn't be there.
Thanksgiving.
Gone. I'm disappearing. I'm doing a disappearing act on you. Man. I'm out. Because I know that Tiffany don't have to deal with that.
Right. But at the same time, if the woman had put consequences in place, a man wouldn't do it. And if he do it, and you already gave him consequences,
I'm
then
out
at that
Valentine's Day too.
At that point, he just, he just don't care.
I agree.
But sometimes you don't have consequences because you don't know that that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It just could be something that happens.
Right.
So, yeah. I don't know, but I think it was a good topic, good discussion.
I do too. Thank you all so much for all of your feedback and questions.
Yep. So. But hey, all I know is, as a man, to tell a woman
that would be a horrible situation
in this situation.
In for both parties. I agree.
Yeah, totally agree. There has to be self-love. There has to be standards. There has to be communication. Mm-hmm. And there has to be boldness there to say, hey, I will accept it or I will not accept it. And stand on your word as a woman and as a man. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I don't know. But hey, tonight was a great discussion. Yes. I think it was a good topic.
It was awesome.
Like we said before, always send us topics that you want us to discuss. We try to go with the hot topics of what's going on, social media in the world, whatever the case is. So send us some discussions or topics for next week episode. And we'll see. We'll kind of go through the list and see what we want to talk about, discuss. And when, as usual, we'll put it on our page and share it and all this good stuff. So, hey, again, man, we greatly appreciate y'all joining us.
Thank you.
We greatly appreciate y'all time spent with us. Thank you. Like, share, keep following us, keep growing with us. And on that note, hey, we love y'all. Peace to the Middle East. We out here, Twane and Tiff. We out. Love you.
Love you, babe.